Hey everyone, so today we are going to discuss artificial intelligence and human love relationships. I think this is an important topic to discuss right now because we are starting to see the rise of so many different AI chatbots, and we're starting to see different companies popping up for AI friendships, AI relationships, AI girlfriends, AI boyfriends, things like that. Even for some people who just want company and friendship and just to talk. If we look back at the last few years, especially with 2020 and people becoming more isolated and wanting that comfort and communication with people, we are starting to see how this can quickly become an issue. So we can start trying to identify why we as humans are behaving a certain way. And of course, I always like to show data. So let me go ahead and show you the research study. The article is called The Touching Test: AI and the Future of Human Intimacy, and it comes from the Journal of Violence, Mimesis, and Culture from January 1st, 2022. So the quote states that a robot will need to master imitation if a human is to want it as a romantic partner. Not only is imitation a central aspect of every human-to-human relationship, but also imitation has been identified by researchers as a crucial element in romantic desire. Levi states that a human-to-human attraction is founded on similarities between prospective partners in appearance, personality, and social context. It is sustained only through what Levi calls reciprocal liking. For romantic relationships between humans and robots to flourish, they too must engage in acts of reciprocal imitation. And in highlighting the necessity of imitation in effective robot and human interactions, Levi draws close to Rene Girard's theory of mimetic desire. According to Girard, imitation structures all wanting, delineating what we aspire to look like or hope to possess, and determining what we value, take comfort in, or experience as a threat. So first I'm going to explain to you what mimetic desire is, which is a concept enunciated by French philosopher Rene Girard, which suggests that one desires something because somebody else desires that thing. In other words, the desire of one mimics the desire of the other. So think about it like keeping up with the Joneses, but for love. So, so what does that have to do with AI? Well, one of the most important aspects is that right now we have different AI software that is based on algorithms where a large language model can try to mimic or respond to your prompt based on data it already has. But I think the next level that we are going to see is with having the ability of option, number one, on the end of AI, which can then try to simulate that they're actually choosing you. And I think that's going to create that is going to create an entirely new dimension of dating because I think individuals, once they realize that, and by the way, it doesn't have to be with like an AGI where it's going to have some sort of deep level consciousness. It's like, no, there are going to be simulations that are going to have the perception of having free will, the perception for the users of making them feel like, oh no, they're special and they're being chosen and being selected. And I think that's going to cause a lot of issues for people to deal with, because it's one thing to already deal with relationships with humans. Can you imagine being ghosted by an AI? That's going to be insane. So I thought this was a really interesting topic to cover because I think more people need to be aware as far as the direction that we're going towards as far as chatbots and trying to mimic the simulation, and then having AI software then trying to behave as a human with the immersion value of free will and choice. I think that's going to be a very difficult negative experience for people to have to deal with in the aftermath, because when you are willing to immerse yourself in a fantasy or a virtual reality system where now you don't feel like you are in control. And if we then combine that with mimetic desire, and for example, a parasocial relationship, which is a one-sided relationship where it's one partner putting out all of the energy that's actually genuine, I think that combination is it's something to consider as far as how it's going to affect the next generation. And then we can analyze the past few years where individuals were more isolated and they are craving more communication now. So not only is this a mental health issue, this is going to be a big business for individuals who could exploit the emotional weaknesses and needs and desires of people. And unfortunately, with mimetic desire, when you start to see that it is culturally acceptable, now especially with I think we're going to start to see an increase of individuals, especially for men, to try to create these kind of one-sided parasocial relationships. For example, with the AI girlfriend revolution that's kind of taken over, there are a few sites that they have like 10 to 20 million subscribers. So it is not some sort of, future reality. It's like, no, people are actually experiencing that right now. So we do have to analyze how AI and relationships is going to affect real life. It's going to have real consequences for the general population. So I just thought I would share this quick research study with you guys and put the information out there to see what you guys think, to just consider a new thought, a new idea as far as how AI is going to affect future relationships. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have a great night. Bye-bye.